Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Detroit Red Wings franchise mode here in NHL 21. So in last episode, we did not make any trades at the deadline. We just decided to sim and see how this team was, and we made the playoffs with a 47-31-4 record. And as you can see, we are taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first round for the third time, I think, in a row, which is pretty crazy. Now, there was another comment that went up on last episode that I didn't get to because it went up as I was recording that episode, the following episode. So it's from WMRA, which is Poltergeist. He says, probably trade some of the forwards who aren't playing defense for actual defensemen. He's talking about for the Griffins. He says that Bremberg guy from the Sens seems like he would be a good fit for the Griffins. For the draft, I can see something in Ino Laminen. He's ranked 16th though, so it might be tough for you to get him. So now that I've recorded last episode already, I know the fact that I can't obviously make a trade for these guys, but the HL team actually did simulate pretty well based on with forwards as defense. Now I do see what you mean that we need to get some defensemen down there. So probably we'll just continue to draft a lot of defensemen for the next few seasons because that's somewhere where we're weak in terms of prospects. So yeah, the HL's fine right now. I think let's actually take a quick look at the forwards that are playing defense. So that was Reimer. He was a +9 still somehow on defense. Patterson was a +4 and Valen was a +2. So yeah, it's a little bit iffy playing forwards on defense. But if we could just find some guys in the draft, I think it'll be okay. Because this offense has been pretty good for the AHL. So anyways, that's the only comment I'd like to go over just because it was from the previous episode. But yeah, let's show you guys the Tampa Bay Lightning's lines again, just because you might not have caught in at the end of last episode, or maybe not even watched last episode. I don't know. But as you can see, they are pretty good on terms of their forwards. They got some pretty good pieces like Rantanen, Pinelli, and Enroth, and then also like Point and Terry. But it kind of drops off in terms of depth down here a bit. But it's still a pretty solid team, I would say, in terms of offense. But then you go to their defense, and yeah, they have Sergachev, but everybody else is not great. I would say that most of these guys are like top 6 defensemen. So it's kind of a little bit weak on that front. And then goaltending wise is getting a little bit worse for them than past seasons. So we might be able to exploit this goaltending. And then they also don't have the greatest depth either with JT Miller and Steven Adamski. So I think overall wise, I think this team could be able to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's just going to take a lot of willpower because this team hasn't had the playoff success as it should have had in the last few seasons. But since Dingman had like 55 goals this year, or not Dingman, Bouillon had 55 goals this year. Dingman had like 39 goals. Then both these playmakers played really good this year. Like our top 6 is literally insane. And then even Guerin had actually a really good season this year because he was good on the power play. Like this entire team pretty much played a lot better than they have played in the last few seasons. And yeah, the goaltending was pretty solid as well. So anyways, let's get into this first round against the Tampa Bay Lightning and see if we could pull a win out in the first round. Hopefully we can, because this team, if we lose again in the playoffs in the first round, I don't even really know what the problem is with this team. Because we literally just changed our head coach in the offseason. We picked up some more. We picked up a new goaltender instead of Rohan House as well. So hopefully that helps us out. We're gonna run with Curtis as the starting goaltender for now. But if Curtis is to drop like a game or play really badly for a couple games, maybe we will give another shot to Nguyen. But yeah, let's get into game 1 on the road in Tampa Bay. See if we could get a victory here. Come on, boys. First period and 2-2. I don't really like that defensive effort, but I would take the offense. Is it Amari DeKaiser or Amir DeKaiser? I can't even remember, but DeKaiser scores and Coley Mine and the playmaker scores. But then we allow 2 unanswered goals from Arnsby and from Koltsov. Shots are 10-7 in favor of us. Second period, and we're up 3-2. Let's go, boys. Big scores. He had like 14 goals, I think it was, during the regular season, so he's a good goal scorer for a defender. Let's see what happens here in the third. There's not a lot of shots actually in this game so far, which is kind of surprising. Because both these teams have pretty good offensive cores. We kill off a big penalty kill there. Come on, boys. Lock it down. Get some insurance, please. Final few minutes of game 1 here in Tampa Bay. And we are going to lock them down with a 3-2 victory. There was only 25 shots for each team, so not a lot of room out there, it seems like, out there on the ice, but we get the win. It was an offensive first period, but then it kind of slowed down a lot, which is really good. Means our defense decided to show up. So DeKaiser from Koleinen and Larson, Koleinen from DeKaiser and Bouillon. So that second line seems to be still getting it done. Like, that second line had some really good stats during the regular season. Koleinen, DeKaiser, and Bouillon, that line. I really like that. And then Biggs also scored from Bouillon and DeKaiser. So great performance from that second line. I think they were probably out there for all the goals that we scored. So DeKaiser gets first star, Koleinen the second star, and Biggs the third. Let me just take a look, actually. Yeah, so that second line was a +2 all night, which is awesome. No minus players. Goaltending was also really solid, which is something we need to have if we're going to be a successful playoff team for multiple years. Okay, let's get to Game 2. That was a pretty good start. Hopefully, we can maybe get a little bit more shots on goals this game, because only 25 shots is not great, especially against a team like Tampa Bay. But if that's the way we're going to win this series, I'll take it. So Game 2, still in Tampa Bay. Let's see if we can take a 2-0 series lead here. First period, 2-1 them. I don't like that. We score first again, and it's DeKaiser, who's having a really good playoff so far. He's got 4 points in 2 games. But then Koltsov and Kajevic score, so I think that's their third line, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe their fourth and third line. They're out shooting us 12-5, so this team's not really getting a lot of shots on goal, which is not great. We only have 30 shots in 4 periods. Second period, we're down by a goal still. We were down 3-1, but Koleinen scores, so that second line is really just basically the offensive foundation of our team right now. Now, I think our second line was a better offensive line combined than our top line was, which is really weird. So hopefully that top line can maybe wake up a little bit. We're being outshot only by 3 shots this time around, 20-17. Can we tie this game up here in the third? Come on, boys. Come on, top liners. Svechnikov, you need to score some goals, because they don't pay you $10.5 million to just not score. Penalty kill. Nicely done. Come on, we need to tie it up. We don't have a lot of time left, boys. Bouillon. There's Svechnikov. I knew he was going to score sometime. Andrei Svechnikov gets called out, and he ties the game up here in the third, late in the game. It's a 3-3 game. We're outshoot them now 31-27. So since the first period, we've been outplaying them, it looks like. Can we win in overtime here in Game 2? Who wants to be that hero? Bouillon. Hey, and it's going to be Matthews. Nice. Our top line comes through just like I was calling out. I called out the top line, and both those last 2 goals were from the top line. We have a 2-0 series lead with a nice 4-3 win. 2 close games, but we managed to come through with the victory, which is pretty awesome. So DeKaiser's second to the playoffs from Wall and Matthews. Koleinen second to the playoffs from Stewart and Bouillon. Svechnikov from Dingman and Matthews. And Matthews from Svechnikov and Biggs. Good stuff, top line, for coming through. Matthews gets first star with 3 points. Svechnikov second star with 2 points. And DeKaiser the third with the 1 goal. So I'm liking the performance from this team so far. We're scoring goals in the playoffs, which is something we didn't do last year. And we have a 2-0 series lead headed home, which is also really good. The goaltending has also been, I think, pretty solid. Let me take actually a quick look at Curtis's stats, because I don't really know how good he's been performing. He's not got a great save percentage, I would say, but he's got a good goals against average. So hopefully his numbers just continue to get better with this team winning games. So let's waste no time and get into Game 3. This might be a very short episode if we continue to win games like this. Here we go, Game 3. We're back on home ice. Let's see if we could take a 3-0 series lead on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Come on, boys. First period, and it's scoreless. That's a good defensive period. Not a lot of shots between both teams, 9-7 in favor of us, so that's good that we're not allowing a lot of shots on goal like last period, or not last period, last game in the opening period where we were outshot like 15-5 or whatever it was. Second period, oh, that is not good. We allow 3 goals in this period, so not a great period from Curtis. We're outshooting him 21-20, but we're down by a goal. Petrovic scores, but then Terry ties it up on the power play. Savonin scores another shorthanded goal. I think he had a shorthanded goal last year in the playoffs as well, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of weird. And then Arnsby scores and re-scores. So we're down by 1 goal going into the third. Can we tie this one up and bring it to OT again? Come on, boys. That was not a good defensive period. We need to get that offense going again, and Perrin scores. Geez, the fourth line scores. That's good, but Kajovic gets them back the lead. I don't like how they just keep bouncing back from our goals, and Point gives them a 2-goal lead. God damn it. Power play opportunity. We're not going to score on it. And Tampa Bay is going to win a game in our home building as we're going to drop Game 3 by a score of 7-3. God damn, that is a really bad game from Curtis. We outshot them 34-27, but 7 goals on 27 shots. I might go to Nguyen for next game already, which might be a little bit of a risk, but this team allowed a lot of goals this game. Like, that's uncharacteristic of this good defensive team. Petrovic from Lacerte, Savonin from Jenner, and then Perrin from Jenner and Petrovic. Like, our fourth line came through in that game, but the goaltending was not there. I think I'm going to go to Nguyen already, which is a little bit weird to go after one game and bench Curtis, but I think maybe Curtis is tired or he needs a break. So I think I'm going to go to Nguyen for this game because that was just not a great game. Like, if we look at Curtis's stats, yeah, they're not great. So we're going to go to Nguyen, see if Nguyen can get a victory for us because we need to win the series. I don't want to all of a sudden lose 4 unanswered games to the Tampa Bay Lightning. So here we go, Game 4. We're back on home ice. I'm not making any line changes, just the goaltending change. Let's see if this team can take a 3-1 series lead here and bounce back from that big loss. First period. Okay, I'll take a scoreless first period again, as long as we don't allow 3 goals in the second, like last game. We're being outshot 8-6, but it is a scoreless period. Second period, down by a goal, not good. Nguyen's playing solid, I would say, but this team is not getting the offense right now, which is something we need to get going again, like it was in those opening 2 games. So Sergachev gets the goal. We're out shooting 14-13. Can we tie it up here in the third? Or are we going back to Tampa with a tie series? Power play opportunity. It's a long power play opportunity, and we don't score on it. God damn it. Come on, boys. Penalty kill. Oh my god, Jordan Greenway makes it 2-0. We're out shooting them again, and yet we're allowing goals. And we're going to have a tie series headed back to Tampa Bay. Petrovic breaks their shutout late, but that goal from Jordan Greenway is the one that gets the game winner. We outshot them 29-19, but we do not get the win. The offense is dried up. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm going to make some line adjustments. Hopefully Curtis could come into the NHL and bounce back. Bob Morales has been injured in the AHL. That's not good, because that means he's out for the entire playoffs. So let's make some line adjustments because we just dropped 2 straight games. I don't like it that we won the first 2 games and now we've lost 2. I want to keep that second line the exact same and that top line, but Tucker's a -5. Yikes. Okay, we're gonna make some line adjustments. I think we're going to put Petrovic up, and then just swap Guerin and stuff like that around. Actually, maybe we'll put Petrovic on that side. Never mind. Yeah, I think we're gonna put Tucker down to the 4th line. Yeah, it's been the 3rd line that's been mostly out there for goals against. And then defensively, Biggs and Lacerte are going to split up. And we're going to run with Lacerte and Larson, Savonin and Biggs, and then Wallace Stewart still together. And hopefully Curtis could come back with a big game here. And I think that is it. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Come on, boys. I didn't have a 2-0 series lead to drop 4 straight games. Please bounce back with a good game here. Hopefully Curtis is ready to go, and hopefully the offense could get going again, because 4 goals in the last 2 games as opposed to 7 in our first 2 games. So come on, boys, let's get this done. We got to win on the road again. No, home team has not won a single game yet so far in this series. First period, and we're down 2-1. Not good. Halvardson and Nedroff score for them, but Matthews gets a late goal to get us within 1. We're being outshot 13-5. Oh, come on, guys. This is a crucial second period. And they double us up again. We're down 4-2. Goddamn, we're going to get eliminated in 6 games. I could feel this. Lacerte ties the game up, but then Enroth and Point get them 2 unanswered goals. We're being outshot 26-17. Can we come back in this third period, or are we going to be trailing? Yep, we're going to be trailing in the series, and we're going to be on the brink of elimination again. And Curtis is not having a strong game again, which means I'm going back to Nguyen. Yep, 6 goals against now. My God, this team. What is with this curse? Bouillon scores to make it 6-3. Power play opportunity, we don't score. I was hoping for one of those like random 7-6 comebacks, but that's not going to happen. And we're going to be trailing in the series and on the brink of elimination after having a 2-0 series lead. I feel like this team is cursed. Like, this team is a lot better than looking than the Tampa Bay Lightning are, but we are down in the series. I'm going to go back to Nguyen for this game because Curtis has just not been great this season. Or not this season, I would say, but during this playoffs, he's been abysmal. He's been just as bad as Rohan House was last year. So we'll run back to Nguyen. We could always call up some people to make some adjustments. Like, I could call up Powell. But I don't know if he would really fit our team. I could also call up Wong, because he's a better defensive option. Yeah, I think I'm going to call up Wong, and I'm going to scratch Tucker, I think. Yeah, I'm going to scratch Tucker. He's a -7. Is Tucker on the penalty kill? Tucker is on the penalty kill. I don't think it's the penalty kill, though. That's really struggling. But I think I'm going to scratch Tucker, which means I'm going to have to send somebody down. I'm going to probably send down Ouellette. Just because I want to give one of those AHL guys a shot. Even though the AHL team's in the playoffs, we need to get wins. So we're going to call up Wong, and we will send down Ouellette. And then Ouellette could play down there in the AHL playoffs. Let's just go to that first. Which Ouellette's a right winger. Oh, hopefully this team could come back and win in 7 games. Because if not, I am going to be kind of sad. Because this team should be a lot better. So Wong's going to go in instead of Tucker. Tucker, even though he's a good young prospect, he's going to get scratched because he's been bad defensively. Wong is... Where is he a good fit? Our 3rd line at the best. No, I'm going to keep him on our 4th line. Okay, Mr. Wong, and then let me just make sure you're on the penalty kill as well, because you are a grinder. That could help us out. Yep, okay, he's on the penalty kill. That's good. Does he actually fit our penalty kill? He does. That's good. Okay, so that's the only line adjustment we're going to do. Scratch Tucker, and we're going to throw in Michael Wong for his first ever NHL playoff, or NHL game in general. And it's an elimination game. Can he be a huge hero for this team in the playoffs? I don't know. Let's see if this team could fight off elimination and win on home ice and force a Game 7. Come on, guys. Come on, Wong. We're going to do a real-time simulation as well. Wow, we already scored on the power play early here. That's good news. Dingman getting in. Come on, boys. There's a shorthanded goal from Mr. Wall. Wow, okay. And SnipeNScore scores on the power play. Damn, our special teams all of a sudden just picked it up out of nowhere in Game 6. With that shorthanded goal from Wall, I wonder if Wong got an assist on that. But that's a really good opening period. 15-6 to shots, and we're up 3-0. So this team has woken up all of a sudden with the addition of Wong in the lineup. Let's see what happens in the second period. If we could just keep up the rest of the game. There's another goal. Dingman makes it 4-0. This is the type of team I want to see. Hopefully we can do this also in Game 7 if there is a Game 7. Because we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. So we know the sim engine could all of a sudden just turn the tides of the game. As Troy Terry makes it 4-1. And Reese makes it 4-2. Don't do this to me, game. Don't do this to me. And there's a goal from Matthews to make it 5-2 going into the third. Shots are 23-14 in favor of us. Come on, boys. Lock this down. Penalty kill early in the period. It's a long penalty kill, and we managed to kill it off, and Svechnikov scores to make it 6-2. Good stuff. Final 10 minutes of this third period. It looks like we are going to be going to a Game 7 situation. De Kaiser scores at 7-2. I'm glad the offense woke up, because in prior seasons, this offense would just not wake up, and it would have been eliminated right there. But we win 7-2, and we're going to a Game 7 situation. So Dingman from SnipeNScore and a Jenner, Wall from Dingman, Koimainen from Dingman and Wall. So Dingman had 3 points in the opening period. Dingman then gets his 4th point from Wall and Savonin. Matthews from Svechnikov from Matthews, and DeKaiser from Bouillon. So, yeah, the top line got it done. How was Wong in this game, out of curiosity? Wong was a +2. That's actually really good. That's exactly what I wanted him to come in for. Play some good defensive hockey. He got 1 shot on goal only. It was not great on the faceoff dot. I don't know why he was taking faceoffs. But, yeah, Michael Wong is going to stay in the lineup for now. And Nguyen had a pretty good game. I think we're going to run with Nguyen as well for Game 7 because I don't trust Curtis yet. Like, Curtis will probably start next series if we get to the second round, but I'm going to run with Nguyen again. Game 7, geez. I think we've been in one Game 7 recently, and it was against Montreal a few years ago, and we lost it, obviously, because this team just does not have the first round success that it should. But yeah, we're going to run with Nguyen in this playoff run for a little bit, because Nguyen's been way better. It does suck having to scratch a young guy like Tucker, but -7 in 5 games. And then Wong was a +2 in that game, so like he was a pretty solid AHL player as well in the playoffs and stuff. So okay, let's get into Game 7. We're gonna make no more line adjustments. Just imagine Michael Wong getting us like a game winner in a Game 7 situation. That would be pretty insane for his first ever like NHL goal, you could say. But here we go, Game 7. It comes down to this: are we gonna have another first round exit, or are we headed to the second round for the first time in a while? Real-time simulation, come on, boys. Penalty kill early and Rolf scores. That's not good. Penalty kill again. Stop taking penalties, boys. Come on, boys. Let's tie this up. Michael Wong. How about Bouillon? And Sergachev makes it 2-0. That's not good. As long as we could score maybe a goal, it may be fine. Which we don't. We outshoot them 9-7. We're down 2-0. This is not looking good. It might look like we're another first round exit if this team cannot score a goal or 2 in this second period. Come on, guys. I wish I could adjust the lines mid-game, but I can't. Or mid-sim, I should say. Power play opportunity. Come on, boys. We don't score on it. Power play again. Come on, Bouillon. Oh my god, Halverson makes it 3-0. We're going to be eliminated in the first round again. Why is this team having such bad playoff success? Nguyen allows 4 goals now on 19 shots. We're going to be eliminated in the first round for the 5th year or so in a row almost, I think. Like, this team, I don't know what the problem is. Are we just too good or something? And then the team just is not good in the playoffs? Like, I don't understand it. We changed head coaches. We changed goaltending. We changed everything. And this team is just going to get eliminated in the first round like every single season. Wow, and we're not even going to score a goal in Game 7 after having 7 goals in Game 6. Oh, I am so frustrated with this franchise mode. I want to really win, but this team just does not seem to get it done. Like, who was a bad minus in this game? The top line was -2. Guerin was -1. Wong had 4 penalty minutes. I don't know if that made us lose that game or not. Oh, and Nguyen, like, his inconsistencies in the playoff, in like the goaltending is like very inconsistent when we get to the playoffs. Like, I don't even know if this team is going to be even close to the same as it is next season. God damn it. I really thought this team had a chance. Like, this year especially, this team looked a lot better than it did in previous years in terms of offense. But, like, literally, this team is just still playing the exact same every year. Let's take a look at our player stats. And then we'll probably already sim to the awards, even though this episode is already at, like, around 20-something minutes. Like, we got our offense from Koimainen and Matthews, which is great. Perrin is a 4th liner. He's getting probably replaced in the offseason by one of our young guys. But 1 goal from him. Buckley was horrendous. Tate Buckley, like, you literally are getting paid how much money? $4.2 million to have no points in a -5 in 7 games. I should have probably called up Powen and just, like, sent Buckley down or some shit, because Buckley, that is not what you want to do. Like, Buckley's probably not coming back. DeKaiser, pretty good numbers. Petrovic had pretty good numbers. Guerin was Guerin was shit. Guerin's getting traded probably at the draft. That's like nothing that he should be doing. Like, he had 27 power play points. He had 61 points a season. He picks up randomly only 1 assist in a -7, and he's a -17 in the career in his playoff numbers. I don't understand that. And then Wong was pretty solid, I would say. Tucker was horrendous defensively. Hopefully he's ready to go for next season. Svechnikov was pretty good. Dingman was pretty good. Boyan was pretty good, but he didn't score, which is something that he should be doing. Jenner was really good, actually. 4 assists, damn. Why is Xavier Jenner putting up more points than some of our top guys in the playoffs? I don't understand that. Defensively, Wall was okay. Savonin was good. Lacerte, okay. Like, our entire defensive core all had 1 point, which is good, at least. The goaltending was good from Nguyen to an extent, except for in that last game. And then Curtis was really bad. I literally think we run with Nguyen as our starter next season. Because Nguyen seems to be a lot better of a goaltender than the 84s are. Oh, that really sucks. Another first round exit. I really thought this team could at least make it to like the conference finals this year, but this team is literally cursed when it comes to the playoffs. Let's already sim to the draft just so we can find out where we're drafting and find out the awards and all that. Oh, I'm really, really pissed with this team. Just keep it like that. I don't even know if the AHL team's in the playoffs still. I don't think they're... Oh, no, they are. Okay. Maybe the AHL team could go on to win the Calder Cup. But if not, this team just lost literally... Yeah, but the AHL team didn't even win. Let's resign here in Detroit. Boom. And the Buffalo Sabres won another Stanley Cup. Not a surprise because they had a really good season. Like, how did they finish actually during the regular season? I didn't even see that. Wow, they finished with 64 wins and 133 points. Yeah, they had 20 more points than the Caps. Yeah, that team was nuts. Not a surprise that Buffalo went on to win the Stanley Cup. How far did Tampa Bay get? Tampa Bay got swept by Buffalo in the second round. I don't even know if we would have been able to compete with some team like Buffalo, so it kind of makes sense for us to get eliminated there, but... this really sucks. Let's take a look actually at the Buffalo Sabres Stanley Cup roster again. As I think I looked at it last year, but I don't remember if I did. Like, yeah, this team just has like a lot of like depth in terms of scoring. Yeah, there's really good offensive numbers throughout the team, really good defensive numbers, and then really good goaltending numbers as well. This guy was pretty bad actually for his team being that good, but then he probably stepped it up in the playoffs, right? He actually didn't start that much playoff games, huh? Okay. Let's take a look at those individual awards. So Buffalo wins the Stanley Cup for the second straight season. They also win the President's Trophy, so President's Trophy apparently is not a curse for them. And it was the Calgary Buffalo Finals. Pete wins the Art Ross, Dahlin the Hart, Dahlin the Norris, Pedersen the Bing, Steen the Calder, Eichel wins the Conn Smythe, Zharkov wins the Vezina for Dallas, Denisov the Jennings, Rasanen wins the Masterton, Regier wins the Adams for the second straight year for the Penguins, Ponomarev wins the Selke for the second straight year, Dahlin wins the Lindsay, Kukinen wins the Richard, and that is it. Oh, actually, let me take a look at the AHL. I didn't take a look at the AHL. I wanted to take a look and see if any of our AHL guys won any awards. Nope, no AHL awards either. It's an awardless season from this team. Well, that sucks. Let's take a look at the retirements and all that stuff, and we'll take a look at the draft class again. But yeah, this team, I don't really know what the problem is. Like, we changed head coaches, we changed goaltending. Like, is their goaltending just too good overall-wise, or are we just too good of a team? Former player of ours, Gabriel Landeskog, retires with the Calgary Flames. We let him go after 2 seasons. I don't think we should have brought him back anyways, which is good. Yeah, he was making a lot of money for his overall. And that's that. Goalies, best goalie to retire is Vasilevsky with 560 wins. I think we had Eric Comrie at some point, did we? Or no? Yeah, I think, yeah, we had Eric Comrie in like one of the earlier seasons. Interesting. Let's take a look at our retirements. I don't think we had any. Yeah, we had no retirements. And we did not lose. Oh, we lost Nicholas Scarlett in the AHL, which is a huge loss. Because I believe that guy was a really good head coach for the AHL. So we're going to need a new AHL head coach, but the computer will probably just sign us one. And yeah, we're not going to do any draft interviews. Let's take a look at our contract situation again before we actually take a look at the draft class. But here is who is up for renewal this season. Coley Minen's going to want a massive contract. Oh my god. $12 million for 4 years. Glad he's an RFA so we can talk him down, but my god, that's a lot of money. I don't think Buckley comes back because of his playoff production. Stewart, he's going to want a decent amount of money, 5.8. Petrovic is going to want not really a whole lot, but he's probably not going to come back, I don't know. Tucker is going to want a decent amount of money, not a whole lot. I don't know if Jenner comes back because the fourth line is totally up for renewal pretty much to an extent. We got a lot of good young guys coming up. But yeah, this team is not a good playoff team. I don't know why. Like if we look at our in the system to an extent, forwards. So yeah, like Powell's going to be jumping to the NHL probably as a fourth liner next season. And then Wong is going to be in the NHL for sure next season. Yeah, Wong's definitely going to be in NHL next season. So yeah, our fourth line is going to be probably pretty much redone. Garrison might be on our fourth line next year. I don't know how he's going to develop in terms of the offseason. Let's take a look at the draft class. So we are going to be drafting probably like 20 something. We're going to probably be like way up here, like 20 something. So there's a top 9 that we need. Now, WMRA mentioned Laminin, but Laminen's supposed to go way too early. Yeah, we aren't going to be able to get Eno Laminin, unfortunately. Like, this defenseman might be one of those guys that we go after, but any lowly potential guys that we could pin, or is a gem. Is he actually a good gem? Not really. He might be elite still, but probably not. Any low elites? There's another gem. Not great. Yeah, this draft class looks horrendous. Which is not good really for us, but... Yeah, I don't think we're going to have a... Okay, maybe. Okay, there's a center, Pierce Lashoff, that looks pretty good. Yeah, Pierce Lashoff might be the man. One of the guys that we get drafted to this team. Let's take a look at those progress reports. This episode might be a little bit long, and you guys are probably going to know that I got eliminated, but whatever. So yeah, Wong's definitely going to be in the NHL next season. Most of the rest of this is statistical. In terms of the AHL or in the system, Powell's getting some good development. Same with Sedin. Okay, any of our goaltending getting good development. Allen's getting good development. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Detroit Red Wings franchise mode. So in next episode, we'll take it to yet another offseason, as we still have not won a Stanley Cup or even won a Eastern Conference Champions thing, and we're in 2032. Like, we're literally running out of time. Like, we probably have like 13 seasons left. So anyways, let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you guys next time.